Warm greetings from Kane in cold Norway. So, how do you run through Caverns II on unfair difficulty as a wizard? First, a couple of prerequisites. One, don't fumble when casting spells. Anytime an orc is biting your face, that is a bad time to screw up your inputs. Practice until you can switch between them on the fly under pressure. 2. Make sure that your masteries are in order. You want to be able to take out Yellow Bastard over there in no more than 2 casts of Chain Lightning. Any more than that, and you are going to have a bad time. So, prerequisites met? Great! Here is how you kill Caverns II. I will occasionally comment if I think there is something worth mentioning, but for the most part, I will just let the video speak for itself. That is why you are here. I spent some time grinding this first fight until I was able to do it consistently without getting hit. It's a pretty long level with a lot of chances for something to hit you, so I didn't want to start off weakened. The most important part of this playthrough is probably potion management. Learning where all of the secret rooms are is, I think, imperative. There's one right here at the start of the level, and this potion will help immensely in an upcoming fight. The first 4 fights are pretty rough, and the 4th fight is pretty much the hardest fight on the entire level, so I want to save my potions for that. This means that I have to go through this fight and the next one with no potions. Speaking of potions, there are the relics. There are only 2 truly great relics in the game for wizards, and they are the Siren's Lute and the Ring of Mirrors. The Siren's Lute is a panic button that I won't use because I won't panic, and the Ring of Mirrors nukes things from orbit. I use that one a lot because I like nuking things from orbit. I'm going back for a barrel here because I want as much help on the upcoming fight as possible. It's fight 4. It is the hardest fight of the bunch, and it really helps if you take down the first monster spawner as quickly as possible. Lucky for me that I did, though, because I realized that I forgot this golden turkey. Down here is the 4th fight. This is where I spend my first potion, and it's one of only 2 fights where I think that's almost mandatory. 3 monster spawners pumping out a massive amount of Usain Bolt can become overwhelming pretty quickly, and I want none of that, so we're gonna just nuke some things from orbit. So what I do is I take down the first spawner real quick, I nuke the second one, and that basically makes this completely manageable, and I can kill this one at my leisure, basically. From here on, I'm just going to stay pretty conservative with my potions, because I want to show off what most of the fights throughout the rest of this playthrough can look like if you don't have any potions to play with. Ordinarily, I would use potions as I go through, especially whenever there are more than 1 spawner on screen, but like I said, for this playthrough, I just decided to go for demonstration purposes.
centuries. Intriguing.
This is the second fight where I think that it's not mandatory in this one, but it's so helpful to pop a Ring of Mirrors on this one. It's doable without it, but the orcs have a tendency to crowd the monster spawners right here, making it harder for you to sort of approach and do your thing. And again, I'm only being pretty conservative with the potions here, or trying to be conservative with the potions here, because I want to show off what the fights could look like if you need to take them without a relic. Ow. We need all 3 of the keys here in order to unlock a bonus room later on. There's also a 4th hidden key in this hallway right down below that we also need. Right here. That one. With these keys, we'll be able to unlock the bonus rooms near the end for maximum gold output. Whoops. Here's the room of many doors. Just make sure you don't open any unnecessary doors here. We really do need all of the keys that we can get for the final bonus rooms, so be cautious here and plan your route.
Is that all you've got, Morak? Now that is how a wizard does it.
This door needed to be opened anyway, so I just went for the crown. I got hit and almost got close to dying right here, but it worked out in the end, barely. That was a mess up, but it's one that wasn't that costly, because we did need to open that door, as I said.
Fear me, servants of evil.
Now, we don't want to open this central room because there is no key in it. If we were to open this one up, we wouldn't have enough keys for the bonus room, which are more lucrative than the single golden turkey that you can see in there. This one we will open because it does have a key.
That's how a wizard does it.
Using a potion up here would be a waste. You can jump to the island on the left here and be completely safe if you need to. Just take your time.
Is that all you've got?
Two firebolts after each firebomb is perfect for the firebomb cooldown. This is the highest possible DPS on the towers and their minions. Aim the firebolts at the tower and the firebombs at the minions next to the tower doing splash damage. These are the bonus rooms. There are 5 doors here in total, giving us just enough keys to work with. This is how you maximize your gold output on this level. If we had opened up the central room, we would not have been able to open this one. down here is the final fight of the level, and as you can see, we have 5 potions. Now this fight is pretty easy because it's one big choke point, but I'm just gonna pop some potions here just for fun. I could have spent one during pretty much any fight with 2 or more spawners and been perfectly fine, which is what I usually do for speed. Really, I would just recommend using potions for whatever fight that you find difficult. And that's always nice to see.